Hello everybody, welcome to one of my videos. Today we're playing on the C64 today. As you can see by the screen, we are playing Silkworm. Tremendous game, very, very difficult though. In fact, only this one and the Amiga are the versions I've played. But anyway, it's going to be a tough day, a tough long play. But here we go, this is Jamie from Morgan's Game, Silkworm, C64. Let's go. Okay, this is the game. This is Silkworm on the C64. Silkworm is a classic side-scrolling shoot 'em up developed by Tecmo and first released in arcade in 1988. And in 1989, it was ported to Amiga, Atari ST, C64, ZX Spectrum, Amstrad CPC, and NES systems by Sales Curve, and released by Virgin Mastertronic. It's tremendous, but very, very tough. In fact, only this and the Amiga versions I've played. Now, I think this one is probably a little bit more difficult than the Amiga, because the enemies take so much more hits than the Amiga to kill. They start the game off with two lives. You have two vehicles, the helicopter or the Jeep. Only a fool will try and complete this game solo with a Jeep. We'll go for the helicopter, it's a little bit easier. Two lives, and my lives down the bottom right corner of the screen. Now, if you're playing as the helicopter, your score is at the top right. If you're playing as the Jeep, it's on the top left. Now, we do have a time limit, but it's actually going up, not down. Now, it starts off with very, very basic firepower, but you can get weapon upgrades, but not as often as you would like it to be. At the moment, we've got a shield. It doesn't last very long, though. It protects you from absolutely everything. Now, these enemies on the floor, even with the weapon I've got at the moment, so many hits to kill them. Right, at the moment, we're invincible. We can just fly into the enemy, and we are safe. Right, we have this enemy. This is how we get weapon upgrades. However, it has to form itself first. You've got to shoot it in the head, that's its weakness. And when you kill it, you get additional weapons. But only one though. Right, this is the ×2. Now this actually gives you the same ability, but it's more powerful. So it's like double the strength. Now try not to keep too close to the top. In that situation, we have tanks on parachutes gliding down to the surface. Right, we have boss battles at the end of each level, and it's one of those games where it's a repeating boss. One level it's in air, and the other one's on the ground. Okay, wave 2. Now, any weapons you have for the previous stage, you take on to the next wave. But unfortunately, it's one of these classic shoot-em-ups that if you die, you do lose your weapons. It's not the case with all shoot-em-ups, but most of them it is the case. Now, even though our bullets are a lot stronger than they were at the start of the game, the rate of fire is not all that, even though this game does actually have auto-fire. This is auto-fire, but not particularly fast. In fact, it's probably quicker if you tap it rather than hold it down. But the next weapon is going to improve all that. We're not there yet. Not a lot of weapons in this game. Right, here is another enemy. This is how we're going to get now our next weapon upgrades. Avoiding firepower, avoiding bombs, and shooting in the neck. There we go. Now we're firing all cylinders. We're firing with power. We're firing with speed. And make sure to stay in the middle as often as you possibly can. Quite a lot of enemies in this game do arrive from the back. Even though the rate of fire is much better now, killing an enemy on the ground still does take quite a lot of work. Now this level doesn't have any shields, which is not good for me because I like to read statistics, and I'm going to try and use those shields as the best way of doing it. Then you died there, keep in the middle of the screen. And this next boss is actually on the ground, and it's one of those games where the bosses keep rolling over and over again. One in the air, one on the ground. Right, we have another one of these. Now, it is possible to blow it up before it actually forms itself. There we go. That was a breeze with this weapon. There we go. It's flashing. Not because it's disco, it's because the boss is arriving on the scene. Any enemies on that screen, when it flashes, will die. Right, it's a tank. You've got to shoot it in the head. This will be a nightmare for a Jeep. Okay, wave 3. Again, we keep our weapons, which is fantastic. Now, Silkworm also spawned what many consider to be a spiritual successor to the game, Swiv. While Swiv was not a direct sequel to the game Silkworm, it followed the same core gameplay design with the helicopter and Jeep theme, albeit as a vertical scrolling shooter instead of the horizontally scrolling one. Now, Swiv was described in the game's manual to both meaning special weapons intercept vehicles and Silkworm 4, even though there was not a Silkworm 2 or 3. Both very good games. It's hard to pick a favourite between those two games. I think Swiv is probably a lot longer than this one. I have long played the Swiv version on the Amiga, which is tough. That was a tough day, but I did it. Okay. So this level, again, we go back to the original boss, which is the helicopter. And I'll keep doing that until the end. Right. Now, because we've maxed out on the weapons front, you collect those. Now, what they do is they actually improve your ranking. Now, the higher the rank, the least likely you'll lose weapons when you die. But it is a one-hit die situation, unless you have a shield, of course. That changes everything. Don't know how I avoided that. Now, those gooseneck helicopters fly onto the screen as component part and then assemble themselves, like a bit like Power Rangers. Only the exposed neck is a section vulnerable for attack. Destroying the gooseneck helicopter provides power-ups. I read that a little bit late, but that was actually quite easy to do with that section I was in. Right, there we go. Not far away from the boss. Now, those ranking tokens, keep collecting them. The more you get, the least likely you lose weapons. Right, a flash on the screen is telling us a boss battle is arriving again. And it's back to the helicopter again. Now, each time you see them, they'll get slightly more difficult. Slightly more firepower. There we go. Okay, wave 4 now. This level has lots of enemies on the ground, but you can shoot their missiles. We'll blow them up in this case. Now, landmines, when shot, will release a cloud of plasma gas. Fire driving the sparkling cloud to gain a shield, protecting you from enemy firepower and collisions. Now, when you collect this, not only does it increase your ranking, but in the Amiga version, it gives you a very, very brief shield. Very, very brief. But it's better than nothing. But this game, you don't get that temporary shield. All you get is the ranking, which is good. But ranking and a temporary shield is even better. Right, enemies are shooting multiple bullets. But again, they are missiles, and you can shoot those. Now, this enemy here, you can't kill in the Amiga version unless you're on a Jeep, or you have 2 shields. Now, if you collect 2 plasma clouds on the screen, collect the first one, or drive or shoot the second to cause an explosion called a smart bomb. It kills everything on the screen, plus their firepower as well. And you can kill them that way as well. Now, below the wave at the bottom, there's a number which is decreasing all the time. Now, that goes down when you shoot a certain enemy or a bullet. Now, when it gets to a certain number, there is actually a little explosion which kills everything on the screen as well. So there's quite a lot to this game. Right, another one of these. Now, it is possible to blow it up before it puts itself together, but that is quite difficult to do. It takes a lot of bullets. Right, it is at bay. You need to keep moving all the time. Some helicopters will fire and some of them will not, and that's quite difficult to tell. Sometimes they can surprise you with a shot you wasn't expecting. Right, okay, we're back to ground level. Shoot this tank. Not a particularly big tank. It is in other versions though. There you go, boom and pow. Have some of that. Okay, wave 5. The Silkworm was released at a time where side-scrolling shooter games were one of the most popular game genres. It was released at the same time as Forgotten Worlds, Sanction, Mr. Heli and DNA Warrior. The special version took 3 months to program from start to finish and was a copy of the Amiga version which was almost arcade perfect. The game reached number 3 in the Spectrum sale charts behind Robocop and Dragon Ninja. In November 1990, Virgin would re-release Silkworm as part of their Edition 1 compilation, which also included Double Dragon and a shoot-em-ups, Gemini Wing and Xenon. 2 good games. 2 very, very difficult games though. Right, we have a shield. We all know what happens when we have shields. We are invincible. Right, another one of these. It takes so much firepower, but you can do it. It's where 2-player will help. Right. Maybe your ranking helps with that, I'm really not sure. Right, we have bouncing helicopters. Which is what I used to call them in the old days, and I'm calling them now the same thing. Shield. You can shoot it, or you can grab it. At the moment, this isn't too bad. Not too bad level, this one. We're going to be killed by a tank being dropped in from the sky with a parachute. They're difficult to kill, even with this. And even with a shield are quite difficult to kill. No match for that, though. Boom, boom, pow. Now, this level doesn't have a lot of helicopters, which is not a marvellous thing. They're definitely the most difficult enemy. They're airborne, anyway. And these ones will shoot in... Whoa, how lucky was that? So I was going to say they're shooting 4 directions. Blimey, that explosion saved by bacon. Right, helicopter. Boom, boom, pow. Have some of that. It's going well. Okay, wave 6 now. Now, Silkworm had interesting graphics and relatively fast gameplay. The player takes control of the Jeep mounted with a machine gun or a helicopter with forward and downward firing guns. 2 players can work simultaneously and cooperatively. against the enemies, one playing as the jeep and one playing as the helicopter. Much easier with 2 players, however I've never completed it with 2 players. Alright, collect that. Right, now we have these. Now in the Amiga version, there is actually a boat at the background, and these will take off from the boat. But luckily, they don't fire at you, but they are very, very fast. Again, I'm comparing it to the Amiga version, because that's the only other version I've played. Right. Keep these at bay. They don't fire. They're really hit by one. They're like Concords. Right, another one of these. Let's try and blow this one up. There we go, we've done it. 2 power-ups. That's how you get a much better ranking, by collecting 2 of them, which get you a better grade faster. I don't like the ones that appear from behind you. That and losing weapons in shoot 'em ups are the worst thing for me. So yeah, keep moving all the time. Go around in circular motions, go up and down, left and right, whatever the case may be. Because sometimes they'll fire. And these helicopters, you cannot shoot their firepower. And their bullets are very fast at times. Blimey. They're very fast. They're getting faster as you progress more into the game. Right, boss battle. It's ground now, isn't it? I've lost count. Lost track. Well, there, that was the easiest one yet. Okay, wave 7. Right, I've mastered those today. It's not about how many times you shoot it, it's where you shoot it. There's a certain part you've got to shoot. One of those parts is its weakness. There we go. Alright, so these helicopters, try and kill them before they arrive fully on the screen in a pack. They don't fight immediately, so try and kill them before they do. But this level was very generous with the shields. And 2 shields equals a boom. So there's going to be a lot of boom boom power going on this one. And there's also an enemy that actually do provide you with shields. And they're these. So if possible, try and not kill them. They help you out, in a way. They are technically baddies, but they do provide you with shields. So just leave them on the screen. Try and avoid them. A bit more difficult in the Amiga version. But if you do a boom boom pow, then yes, they'll go instantly. And that doesn't appear on the Amiga version either. Now in single player mode, it's generally easier to play with the helicopter than it is the jeep. Can't get it. When in jeep mode, the player needs to destroy absolutely everything in front of it or be prepared to jump in order to avoid it. For example, the helicopter can only fire forward, so occasionally the jeep must cover the rear from its swiveling gun. However, when covering the rear, the jeep is vulnerable for the front, so the helicopter must cover him. Yes, each one has their advantages, but disadvantages. But I think the jeep has the most amount of disadvantages. But it can shoot backwards. But yes, sometimes you do actually have to jump. And when there's been lots of enemies on the ground, and you're a jeep, jumping is needed quite a lot. And to avoid firepower as well. Okay, now Silkworm featured a wide variety of enemies, some of which had specific weaknesses, including the armoured AA guns that were harmed when their shields were down to fire. More famously, there was the Goose helicopter, a giant heavily armed mini-boss helicopter that was composed of smaller vehicles connected together. Right, lots of helicopters. Not so bad from the front, but worse from the back. But they fire randomly, and some packs don't shoot any times, and some of them might shoot loads. It's difficult to tell, but bullets are fast. Oh my lord, but when there's multiple from the back, that's never a nice thing. Front's not too bad. Right, I need some shields. I've got statistics to read. Okay. Right, enemy. Let's get a double KO. Boom boom pow! I with some of that. Right, our icon at the top right is actually changing. And when it's changing, that's what we want. It helps with score. It helps with not losing weapons when you die. I've been playing this game all day. I really have. It's been tough. A really tough day. It's what I do for my videos. Oh, Cantonar. Right, luckily our ranking is good, so I don't think I've lost anything. Now the player collects shields, which could alternatively be shot by the player to destroy all enemies on the screen. Power cells will increase firepower and additional bonus can be added to the score achieved. Levels get more difficult as the player progresses, which also features destructible environments such as buildings and ancient ruins. Right, that flash of light not only tells us the boss is on the ride, but also it killed that... It blew up those mines. Mines which contain shields. Now these bosses are nowhere near as difficult as Amiga. Okay, Wave 9. Now, I forgot to mention that this game, this version, doesn't have any continues. And it's quite mean with the lives as well. Right, I'm not going to read any more statistics. I'm going to focus on this game now because we're not far away. And I don't want to lose this now. But as you progress more into the game, you'll notice that these helicopters' firepower gets so much faster. A lot faster. More so from the ones that arrive from the back than the ones in the front. But the ones at the front, you do get a little more time than the ones behind. But yeah, they can fire incredibly fast at times. Really fast. And make sure you... Well, I think it's best if we move up and down rather than left and right. More like to avoid it that way. Do the old bouncy things I tend to do. I go around in circular motions. I like to avoid it. And sometimes they don't fire at you at all. And sometimes they go... Ridiculous. It's hard to tell. And that bottom bullet of yours is not overly strong. Not as strong as the ones that go in forward directions. So those didn't fire at all. I didn't know that. Now also, there is actually some music in this game, loaded music. Now, if you've already heard it, I've already done it. But I might include some of the music on some of these levels. Just to spice it up a little bit. Not a lot of music to these games, but it is good music. Not a lot of sound effects to this game, but a lot of sound effects. Right, let's try and blow this thing up. There we go. Flash of the screen. There we go. Wave 9. Helicopter. Very, very small helicopter, but it has a really nasty... Okay, let's change things. Okay, Wave 10. We start things off with bouncing helicopters. Probably the one of very, very few enemies that don't fire you. Just bounce up and down like on pogo sticks. Now, this level is quite generous with the shields. Now, if possible, try and delay it until there's actually a lot of enemies on the screen. If there's 2 on the screen, yes, you could get the boom boom pow situation, the mega bomb, or you can delay it until you start to flash and then pick up another shield, and that will make you have shield even longer. Because if you pick them both up at the same time, you don't have the shield quite as long. So the choice is yours. However you want to do it. But you're going to want that shield as long as possible. And I was lucky to get away with that. There are a lot of enemies that are missing from this version. The new version I played first. Oh my lord, Jamie. Really dangerously. Ugh. Now, if you're not shooting enemies, in this case I'm not, then that number at the bottom, the wave number, won't decrease. And you want to try and get that low down as quickly as possible, because I think that brings the boss on earlier. Or the goose helicopter on earlier. I think that's how it works. I've always wondered how it works. Amazingly, it didn't actually say in the cassette how that works. Right, another one of these. There we go. You can't do that in the new version. Now those robots, if you're on a jeep and you jump, their heads are actually detached from their bodies. It's quite comical. Come on, where's the boss? Where is the boss? There we go! Flash of the screen. Right, it's a tank. Not good if you are a jeep. Not so bad. Look at the speed of those bullets now. Really fast. Blimey. Okay, wave 11. This is the final level. Now, as you progress into the game, you'll notice the firepower gets so much more quicker with these enemies. So, yeah, really tough to avoid. Don't be staying in one place for too long. Only a fool would do that. Now, these mines are quite difficult to get them if you're having to shoot continuously. You don't want to shoot it by mistake, because if you shoot it, yes, it will cause a great big explosion, but you won't gain the shield. But it's really difficult sometimes to shoot those mines to gain the shield. If it's rate of fire, you can shoot it very, very quickly. You don't want to shoot it really, really quickly. Right, shoot this thing. Okay, rankings. More helicopters with speedy fast bullets. Faster than my bullet, I think. It's the final level. Right, these don't fire. If you have a level with just these, that'd be awesome. More the better. Less helicopters, the better. Oh my lord. Now luckily those homing bullets will go up into the air and then go straight back down again. And they go at a distance. That's a good thing. And being up here is also a very good thing, but then I'm not decreasing that number. You've got to shoot enemies to increase that, decrease that number, should we say. Right. What's we need there? There we go! Woohoo! Right, not the boss you'd probably be expecting. It's actually another helicopter. There we go! Woohoo! Fantastic! Bonus added. Unfortunately, you don't get that great big tower boss that appears in the other version. All you get is a very small helicopter. But in a way, I suppose that's quite a pleasing thing, because I guarantee that big tower thing would be an absolute nightmare to be on this version. But there we go, 11 waves. Again, I ran out of lives. I never do this the easy way. It's always the hard way. I've been playing it all day. There we go, that's the end of the game, people. That is Silkworm. Not a lot to the end, but once again, I'll take it. But that's retro for you. And there we go, it just takes you back to the main menu. Not a lot to the end though, but that's retro for you. But I'll take that. That is Silkworm, a tremendous game. And this is Jamie from Morgan's Games. Please like, please comment, please share. And please subscribe to my channel and Facebook fan page and Instagram, also on Twitch. Just type in Morgan's Games, you'll find it fairly easy. And please remember to get on the bell icon. That will notify you when videos upload. Fantastic. When I'm doing these sort of videos, I do hammer beat making and live streams every Friday night, UK time at 8 o'clock. It's a whole lot my way. Till next time, take it easy. Ciao, bye. See ya. Hello. Silkworm, do you want to play it? You want to be a Jeep? Is that a yes? First released in 1998 on arcade. No. Okay, let's start the game. This is Silkworm on the C64. Silkworm is a... dead. Dead again. Right, okay. That would notify you videos are low. Fantastic. I'm doing these sort of videos. I'll be happy making. And in 1989, it was ported to Amiga, Atari ST, C64. On C64, Silkworm is a classic side-scrolling shooter developed by Tecmo and first released in arcades in developed by Tecmo and first released in arcades in 1988. Please like, please comment, please share, and please subscribe to my channel, Facebook fan page, and Instagram, also on Twitch. Just type in Morgan's Games and fight.